Lack of potable water is top among a number of issues that residents of Damango in the Savannah region expect to put before their duty bearers as they look forward to the Joy Ballot Box program. Also, persons with disability have key concerns that they hope to put before the political actors seeking their vote in the December 7 polls. MFA Etiamwa Eli has more in this report.
Students of the Damango Senior High School are the most affected in the water problem at Damango. They spend most of the Damango Senior High School are the most affected in the water problem at Damango. They spend most part of their school hours combing town to draw water from reservoirs and wells.
My name is Suleiman Abbas, and in fact, the water problem in Damango here is very serious. It's very serious. When it gets to Hamatan like this, we normally suffer. In fact, this is the kind I'm going to use to bath. Instead of using a bucket, or because there's not enough water, this is the kind I'll use this evening, and I'll use this one tomorrow. Then the one I'll drink there, unless I use my own money to buy.
Ghana school students are there learning whilst we are searching for water, and we are all going to write the same exams. That's why you always be failing. They will say Damango Senior High Schools are failing their exams. It's just because of all this.
To get water to bath is very difficult. Unless we move from long distance before you get water to bath and go to class.
It's always difficult for us to get water in our school. When it's time for us to also go to school and learn, we don't get a chance to go and learn. We always find it difficult to go and learn because of water.
For some residents, water tank operators are their means to access water, be it drinkable or not. I followed up with two of such truck operators to the source of water. It was the Agric Dam. My checks reveal it is also the same place where grazing cattle drink from. Even the operators of these trucks are not excited about drawing water from this dam for residents.
This water is full of sand. Sometimes the Fulani people, they bring animals to come and spoil the water. If they came like this, we can stand and they'll just drive their cattle inside the water. It will spoil because it's not deep. We are selling for those who are cooking food in their houses, and sometimes those who are building.
But you know that alone can be risky for the health of the people you sell the water to.
That one there, we know it.
So why don't you tell them so that they would decide?
Even when you say it, they won't mind you. Who is going to stand and they fight for that? There's nobody. Now, if a Fulani man came here, you beat him up and he was wounded, they will say they will go and call police to come arrest you. For what? No, you are spoiling the water that the whole town is using.
The water at the moment has color. It looks green in color. It has odor. Water is supposed to be colorless and odorless. But the Agric Dam at Damango, which is the major source of water for the residents here, has color and has stench. The people are left with no other option but to drink from this water source. If there's anything residents here at Damango are asking for, is portable water provision. Perhaps that is likely to inform their choice of vote in this election year.
For persons with disability, the arrival of the Joy Ballot Box train to Damango is a much anticipated platform to voice all their concerns. I met with a group of them and they were livid about some of the issues that will inform their votes this year.
The schools, invariably, they are not disabled friendly. Most of the children, especially those with clutches and whatnots, they suffer it. So we're looking at those things.
We say that we are bringing government closer to the people. And now we are taking the departments very far away. For instance, someone from Bole Bamboy a nurse from Bole Bambo, a nurse from Solatona, Kalba, that wants to assess, maybe for a promotion, that wants to assess the regional health directorate, how to travel, come and bypass the regional capital, travel all the way to somewhere like Salaga or Daboya. You see that it means we are not bringing the government closer, but we have said and mentioned and have spoken and cried out, and no one is listening to us. And so I think that it is a very good thing when you bring the ballot box, the JoyNews ballot boxes out. I believe that you get to know a lot of issues that are bothering us. And of course,
the Joy Ballot Box is a Star Ghana sponsored initiative put together by JoyNews to enable electorates to engage with their political actors on their voting decisions ahead of the December 7 general election. Watch out for the train in your community soon. Emefa Ewenam Atiamwa Eli for JoyNews, Damango.
Emefa filed that report. Now, I'm being joined on Zoom by Member of Parliament for Damango and ranking member on the Mines and Energy Committee of Parliament, Adam Mutwakilo. Mr. Mutwakilo, good afternoon. It's good to have you.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so
how are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. What is your initial response? I'm sure that you've seen the story.
Yeah, I was born in Damango. I grew up in Damango. Okay. I've been the district chief executive in Damango, became member of Parliament now. Damango was a town that has a town water system. There was a Ghana Water Company operating in Damango, or community water. So you will see the overhead tanks in the town. They operated during the President Rawlings era until 2002, when the dam, where you just showed up, EA Dam, needed to be deserted. And that was the beginning of the end of water for the people of Damango constituency. Certain initiatives were taken to ensure that we have a number of mechanized boreholes within the township. There were about 13 mechanized boreholes. As a DCE, I made sure that in 2009, when I became DCE, I made sure that the town water board was working effectively. And as a student of Damango Secondary School, I realized there is a need to give the necessary support to ensure that the students do not travel far in search of water. So I gave financial support to the PTA, and they were able to buy a water tanker, and to ensure that polytanks were mounted at the various houses to ensure that they get water. During the classes time, they should be filled with water, and when the students close, they will have enough water. I think that water tanker was bought. I think as a result of lack of regular maintenance, it broke down. And yes.
So, yes, please wrap up on that for me so I can come in.
We decided to see how we could drill boreholes. I know the landscape in Damango, the water table is very low, and because of that, we couldn't hit water. And the next move was to get water for the people of Damango. President Mahama made it clear that after the road construction, water will flow. On 20th of December 2016, a loan agreement came to Ghana, to Parliament, between the government of Ghana and EcoBank for a loan facility of $35 million water project. But it didn't go through Parliament because the transition team, the incoming government transition team members, requested that President Nana Akufo-Addo will come and source money to construct water for Damango. And I thought governance should be continuous. If President Nana Akufo-Addo had continued from where President Mahama left off, I don't think today we should be complaining that Damango do not have a water system. But apart from that, in 2018, when President Nana Akufo-Addo visited Damango, he made mention of giving Damango water. But in the meantime, he will ensure that they drill 10 mechanized boreholes in Damango to augment the existing mechanized boreholes. As we speak today, we cannot point figure to one.
Okay.
In Damango. that it has been happening, that it has taken place. You know.
Mr. Mtokilo, if I follow what you're saying clearly, and if I understand the point you're making, you're essentially blaming President Akufo-Addo for lack of water in Damango?
Once he refused to continue with the sourcing of funding or allowing Parliament to approve the funding that President Mahama had sourced on the 20th of December 2016, and I have the other paper with me here. If you want, I could read it for you to see, and everybody will know that truly that came to Parliament. It was order paper. This was an order paper from Parliament, and it was by the Minister of Finance, that was B. The following papers to be presented. B, by the Finance Minister. Loan agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and EcoBank Ghana Limited for an amount of $35 million to finance the construction and rehabilitation of the Damango town water system in the northern region. By then, we're part of the northern region. This is the order paper, but it wasn't approved in Parliament because the transition team said President Nana Akufo-Addo, when he takes over, he will look at it. So if 3.5 years down the lane, we still do not have water, definitely we blame President Nana Akufo-Addo.
You are the member of Parliament for the area. One of the things that they've said that yours is to enact laws and be in Parliament, but we also know that in our context, in our Ghanaian context, these are some of the things that you do. And you've indicated the efforts you put in place earlier. Have you followed up? At least one of the things that you do in Parliament also is to lobby.
Let me also say that when the Tamale, the Damango Town Water Project, finally the loan facility came to Parliament in August. It wasn't a standalone project for Damango. It was the Tamale Water Extension Project. And under it, Damango was captured. And to be specific, if you take that loan agreement, Section 3 indicated that Damango will be part of that project. As a member of Parliament, I have been in constant touch and visited the managing director of Ghana Water Company to ensure that this facility goes through. I have visited the Minister for Water and Sanitation to ensure that they bring this document to Parliament for it to be approved. And actually, when in August it was laid in Parliament, I think I did the lobbying that it required. And within 1 week, it was approved somewhere 3rd August 2019. So it's almost 1 year since this loan facility was approved. Also, I had the opportunity again, went to met the minister and told him when this project will start. And he indicated I should relax. They are those who are supposed to ensure that the project is executed. As an MP, I'm supposed to be in Parliament. And I said, no. Apart from passing laws, it's my responsibility to make sure that what my people need.
So how did they explain? How did they explain why, after the approval, or after a year after the approval, the project has still not started?
That was early. That they were still doing some few issues with it to get it done after the approval. But did indicate that as a member of Parliament, my responsibility is to pass law. But I told him that no, that is not the case.
So and as it stands now, the project has not started?
Yes, I have been told. And I heard that the president will be cutting the salt today. But it is still not clear.
I see.
And I wasn't able to go there for many reasons. One, we are in COVID, and I expected that if you're going to do something in my constituency, the number of people who will be there, they will be invited. I wasn't invited. Two, in Aboyagbon, normally we have a local radio station every Sunday. The radio station interact with us in respect to the constituency.
Okay.
The parliamentary candidate for the NPP indicated that it was his effort that President Nana Akufo-Addo is coming to Damango. That indicates that in the original program, President Nana Akufo-Addo will not be coming to Damango.
I see.
And because of that, I was not clear of how the program was. But you see,
but you have heard this afternoon that. You've heard this afternoon that the president is going to cut salt for the water project to begin.
At where?
In Damango. No. Is that what you said?
Let me tell you.
Okay. If you will make it a bit brief for me because of my time.
Yeah, I'm just shortening it at 2 points. Let me tell you, Damango people know how we cut salt. Under the road project, I was very effectively involved. The yard was set up, equipment brought, work started before cutting of salt. And by the cutting of salt, the youth had been engaged. I want to ask, where is the yard? Where are the equipment? And you are going to cut salt. Then you see the dump you saw. It wasn't like that. In 2017, the parliamentary candidate of the NPP, Honorable Abu Jinapo, announced to the Damango people that bulldozers were going to desalt the dam and that they should relax. We are in 2020. We are still waiting for the bulldozers to go and desalt the dam.
I see. The people are putting this on top of their priority when it comes to voting. How does that come across to you?
Yes, I've almost told them there were 3 priorities in Damango. First, electricity. President Rollins provided it. Second major problem was road. And under President Mama, it was provided. Water, we have made it clear to them that, and President Mama had said it, once he's in government, Damango Water Project will be a stand-alone project. A stand-alone project, so that it will be executed in time and fast-track to make sure the people of Damango have potable water to drink.
Right. Let me leave you with your final comments. If people in Damango are watching you right now, what do you want to tell them?
I want to assure them that you gave me the name Yenaura by the Busunura, which means whatever I say, I deliver. Busunura was the paramount chief, may his soul rest in peace. And what I cannot defend, I will not say it and I won't do it. I want to assure you, next year, when President Mahama comes to power, Galus is the member of Parliament. I can assure you, within 6 months, you will see a change in face in respect of water for the Damango constituency. I work as much as possible to bring boreholes. If you go to the communities and others around it, I've done my best. I'm still coming to account to you what I have done in respect to projects, apart from my parliamentary duties. And my research assistant has been updating you with enough. Yesterday, he posted one.
Wrap up for me, Honorable.
Water problem will no more be once President Mama becomes the president and Galus is the member of parliament. I'm most grateful to you.
Okay. Member of Parliament for Damango, Adam Mutokilu there. Thank you very much, sir, for your time, and I wish you all the best in your political endeavors. So, essentially, he's telling those of you who are in his constituency in Damango that he will account to you. He says, bring his party in power, and he will he'll fix the water problem. If you're in Damango and you have access to Facebook or Twitter, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a message right here on the Pulse.